Welcome everyone, I'm Fausto Carnevale, accountant and partner of ESENtaxa, and today we are going to see, I will talk about an important topic, how you can come to Italy as an entrepreneur, as a seven-figure entrepreneur, paying almost zero taxes. So before starting the video, I will invite you to check our website to discover and to see our services. And if you need further information, you can schedule a quick consultation here in the description link. So I'm going to talk today about, especially I'm referring to you if you are a US citizen, if you are from USA, if you are from a country at South Europe, but I'm referring also to European citizen. But especially as we saw in the previous with our clients that we attract more people from USA. So I decided to do a video more specific for people outside Europe, USA, Asia, because maybe you don't know, but you can come to Italy almost tax-free. How? So imagine that any country in Europe do a similar project to attract entrepreneur, and the advantage is higher. The more is the, let's say, the revenue, the profit, the more the advantage is high. So they do, and I'm giving you two examples today with two countries. They do some strategies in order to attract investor and entrepreneur, and the goal is to make them stay in the country. So today I'm going to talk about Italy more in specific, but we can do the same thing, the same logic with Portugal. Why Italy? Well, in Italy, if you are an entrepreneur, if you're moving, for instance, from USA, you can start the regime impatriati, which allow you to calculate the revenues, the taxes only on the 30%, so you pay the IRPEF only in the 30%, and if you go to the south of Italy, you take only the 10% of your income and you calculate the tax. So how it is, and sometimes I think that nobody talks about it, you can move to Italy. And I mean, I'm not talking about, you know Italy, I know, I remember once I had spent some nights with American friends. They rented a huge mansion close to Florence, and they said, oh my God, I love Italy, it is so cheap, how can we like good wine, etc. So I think the American dream, when you're starting to have some money, when your company is already built, the thing to consider is now to avoid taxes. Now in the USA, for instance, we don't have the value added taxes, we have the sales taxes, but you know that when it comes to the business, you are trying already to relocate inside other states, inside internal states in America, for instance, from Texas to Florida, because you are always looking for a deduction. The thing that you need to consider is that if you are not from USA, this is applied straight to you. Like you can go to Italy and you can live almost paying zero taxes. If you're from USA, you have this double taxation, which has to be analyzed a little bit better. You don't want to refuse your American citizen. You don't want to abdicate the right, let's say, to remain American citizen, but this is only one part. Now I'm trying to be specific, but as I do video in English, I'm talking to everybody in the world. German people, Belgian people, European people, Asian people, African people. So we are talking really to a huge crowd. Let's pass me this word, crowd. So the thing is, you have to consider that Italy, and this is Italy, as an Italian, they go out, they go away, the entrepreneur, they complain. But if you come as an investor, if you come as an entrepreneur, what I'm saying is, if you already have a business, you can save a lot of taxes. Now, why nobody tell you this? I don't know if you're watching the media, but I'm sure that if you are an entrepreneur, you don't have time to waste your time. So you don't waste your time on social network media, because they are only pushing a certain information not useful for making money, for saving money, for leaving some asset to your family, to your children. So in Italy, people don't know. The average people, unfortunately, poor people, they don't know a thing about taxes. I know an entrepreneur who moved to Portugal, and you know what he told me? He told me, yeah, Fausto, now I have the NHR here in Portugal, and then maybe I will do a short interview with him, and then I will post it to this channel, because at the end of the year I will go to Portugal. I mean, for holiday, not for living in Portugal, even if it won't be a bad idea, considering the taxes. So he was saying, I spent almost 70,000 euro on consultancy with accountant, on video courses, etc., etc. I mean, he knew almost like me in taxes. I consider to go here, but to open a company there, blah, blah, blah. So the thing is, if you don't invest in those kind of information, you don't know. Now, if you are an employee, and I'm not disrespecting you saying, like, if you are an employee, but if you have a salary of 30K per year, maybe this video is not for you. Yes, you can have the forfeit regime, but you are not worried, because the government has a program to help the poor people. So in general, the government put less taxes on the low salaries people. It's funny, because I saw one video last week about who paid the taxes. So as I said, they put low taxes on the income, but then you need to consider the social contribution, you need to consider the indirect taxes, etc. So at the end, everybody's paying more or less. This was an interesting video. Everybody's paying the same percentage on their salary. On the other hand, there are ways to pay less taxes, as the regime impatriati, you may already know. But if you're a little bit smart, if you already saw our video, you can argue, oh no, Fausto, but we have the social contribution, which is almost 25%, even if we are in regime impatriati. I would say yes, but there is a threshold of 100K. So you know that if you have like 3-4 million euro, okay, this is, let's say, already 1 million, you already hit the threshold, you will pay almost zero taxes. You consider the 30%. I mean, not almost zero taxes, don't misunderstand me, but the more the more your net profit grow, the more you can afford to pay zero taxes. Once we did a quick short video here on YouTube, we were talking about Cristiano Ronaldo and his tax strategy. So we see that actually he was very lucky to use this advantage, but nobody talks about it in Italy. So that's the problem. So share this video with your entrepreneur, with your friend entrepreneur. Sorry, I was saying, forgive my English. Sometimes I'm not 100% English speaking, but that's the thing that you have to consider when you move to Italy. You have to consider that if you are an entrepreneur, if you want to move to Europe, there are a lot of advantages that they don't tell you. They don't want you to know. It's not that they don't want you to know, it's maybe your local accountant, they don't know. The accountants of your country, maybe they don't even know. As the Italian accountant, they don't know either about Portugal. And they are in the same Eurozone, no? So what you need to do is to talk and to get a consultancy with an international tax consultant, like I am, and like this is why we are providing these services. So if you need more information, you can schedule a quick consultation, and you need to compile a form. You need to fill out the form in order for us to understand if your profile matches with our services. Because as I was saying, we are working now only with entrepreneurs and people who want to start a business in Italy. So until next time, Fausto Carnevale. Enjoy your stay in Italy, and always don't forget, if you like our content, to subscribe to the channel.